watch my first videos, I found this video because it's very important to me that people watch this video. So I'm probably uploading more content about this whole thing than anybody else who's actually here on the ground is able to upload, but there are still many, many things that I'm not able to show, that it's really not the right time to show. I've spoken to many people that were in this neighborhood while everything was being burned to the ground and saw the 100-foot flames, saw what was burning, saw what the catalyst was, how everything went, what the real story was, and most of these people don't want to say anything at all on the record about this. And I found one guy who was willing to talk about it as long as I didn't show his face. But after a lot of the messages I have been getting, I'm beginning to understand what these people are worried about, and I'm beginning to worry for my own safety. I'm beginning to worry for my family's safety. And so I want to speak directly to the powers that be. And, if you watch my other content, you will know what I mean by that. Nobody knows exactly who these people are, but we know that they exist. So I understand that maybe I'm becoming somewhat of a problem for you. And I want to be very clear that if I'm creating a problem, I alone am the problem. My wife has nothing to do with this whatsoever. I'm sure she would rather that I didn't do any of this because we have nothing to gain from it. I am really the only one with any interest in getting the truth out there. So if you need to do anything to fix this problem, you need to do it to me and not to anybody else. However, I will say one other thing, which is I have uploaded this content to a very close friend who is far away in an undisclosed location, and I've also provided them with the credentials to all of my social media. So if anything does happen to me, the story should get out that way. I started an X today, formerly Twitter. I couldn't do Jeff Cygnus. I had to do Cygnus Jeff, but everybody's been telling me to do that, and it'll be a good backup if anything happens with the TikTok account. So please follow me there. I think I might have 8 followers there, and whatever it's been, I think 60,000 more followers in the last day or something on TikTok. So clearly people are very interested in this, and that is really my only motivation for doing this. I have not made any money off of it. And I also want to address this idea that some people have posted that I am a disaster tourist. So first of all, I've been here for a long time. You can watch my first videos covering this or the fire when it's burning. So clearly I didn't fly out here to come see all this stuff. That morning, my wife and I went up to the blowhole, which is the opposite direction, because we wanted to see what that looks like on a day with so much wind. And so we got some cool footage there. And then we drove down the mountain and around the mountain rather, and we saw a bunch of smoke, and so we drove towards Kaanapali. The resorts were as close as we could get. The road was not moving after that for reasons that are now obvious, that were not obvious at the time, and I got footage of it. So this idea that I'm just here for this is bullshit, obviously bullshit to anybody who can think. And I have been here killing myself, trying to help in every way that I can. I've helped offload trucks, I've donated work, and this coverage, in my opinion, is very important for everybody involved here, the world in general, but also for all of the locals, all of the indigenous people that have been here a long time. When they do a ceremony in the Walgreens parking lot, is it better if 30 people watch or if 1 million people watch? What's going to get more donations? What's better if the world understands just the depth of the devastation here, or if they don't understand the depth of the devastation? And I have not come across any human remains whatsoever. I have not posted any animal remains, and I have not done anything whatsoever illegal. Everywhere that I have gone has been a public place and has not been blocked off at all. I have drone footage. I have footage of me going into these places. Now, that may have changed since I posted my content and my videos, and it changes on a daily basis. But when I went into these places, I did nothing wrong. So if anything happens to me, whether it's anything legal or anything else. Don't believe it, and I live a very happy life. I would never do anything to harm myself. If anybody watching this is an attorney or knows an attorney that may want to speak with me and help me protect my First Amendment right and understand what I am dealing with out here in more depth than I am able to really post at this point, I would love to speak with you and get some help and advice. And now the last thing I'll say is every day I will post a TikTok story. It might just be a quick screenshot or something, but if for any reason you don't see that story each day, then something happened, something is up, and I feel like it helps me if hundreds of thousands of people know that.